Hello, everybody. It's Juan Lozada. Welcome to another episode of Elevated Podcast. I'm so excited. I'm humbled to be here with you guys yet another week. This week's title is called Room for Growth. I'm personally excited to share this message with you guys because this year, actually, one of my goals throughout the year was to grow, to become a better person from the person that I was yesterday, from the person that I was last week, from the person that I was, a few months back. And so constantly I've tried to reinvent myself. I've tried to grow, learn something every day, experience something new every day, and most definitely just risk, because in all reality, you don't know when your last day is here on earth. And so I try to take full advantage of that. So I want to encourage you guys this week to grow, and not only this week, but have this, mentality of growth throughout the weeks, throughout your months, throughout your years, because I personally don't want to be the same person that I was a year ago or 2 years ago. That was a very bad one. Probably should never go back to doing that. But, just really take a chance on change. Take a chance on growth, because it would definitely work out for the best in everything you do. So without further ado, guys, let's get this let's get this episode started, guys. Sorry about that. So like clockwork, this week I wanted to start off this episode with a quote. But this week, while I was researching growth, I came across this quote that an uncommon person said. Now, before it sounds like I'm bashing, when I think of the name Kardashians, the first thing that comes to mind is beauty and not a whole lot of brains. But this quote really surprised me. So I wanted to share what one of the most beautiful Kardashians said. And it begins like this. Being alone and actually sitting down with your own thoughts can lead to such growth and realizations that are rare in our everyday busy lives. End of quote. And this was by Kourtney Kardashian. She is so baddie, man. Like, she is one of the baddest Kardashians. Shout out to her. Like, if I had to marry one, Kourtney, you're the one. Now, back to this episode. The first point that I wanted to share with you guys is real growth is intentional. A lot of people think that personal growth comes automatic, which is clearly a lie and a deception. But growth is like an athlete training for the NBA draft or the NFL combine. They must get up early and grind. They need to hit the gym. They need to eat healthy, not miss practice. You get the point. They don't sit down in their couch eating potato chips and watching Netflix. And if you guys I want to recommend you guys a show, The Umbrella Academy. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's amazing. Now, if you want genuine change in your life, it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes a whole lot of patience. I say patience because self-growth is like waiting for a flower to bloom. You must plant it in good soil, daily water it, give it sunshine, and it requires a whole lot of love. Now, I want to give you guys a practical question. When was the last time that you sat down and wrote down what your heart was feeling? And maybe not what your heart was feeling, but what you were thinking. Or what the way that your emotions were feeling that way. It may sound stupid to some or corny to others, but this brings me to my second point. Growth requires honesty and self-examination. As human beings, even I find myself guilty at, times taking the easy road, which requires no pain, it requires no sacrifice. The easy road requires no discipline. Now, shortcuts in life help out momentarily, but sooner or later, easy decisions come with consequences. I find it very interesting that our generation, even the following generation, love everything fast. We love fast food, which many times is more than harmful. We love to hear how we can get a six-pack within as little as 2 weeks, which isn't possible. But if so, let me know, because I need to get this sun's out, guns out. You know what I'm saying? But we hate processes. We don't like the feeling of pressure. We don't like the feeling of hurt, which come from development. And I think that one of my top goals or long-term goals is to be an amazing husband one day. And second to that is being a great father for my kids. Now, growing up fatherless truly scared me or scarred me for life. Some wounds have haunted me all the way up to my early 20s, if I'm being absolutely honest with you guys. But being honest with myself opened the doors of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my decision making. And so the healing process began, and I had to face demons. I had to climb mountains. I had to run marathons so that I can relearn things and unlearn other things. Isn't that amazing? We actually have a second, third, even thousandth time to change and to grow. Now, if there's something you don't like about yourself, maybe you overthink. I know that I definitely right now, I'm trying to learn how to not overthink. Maybe you're jealous. Maybe you're envious in relationships. Maybe you're frustrated at life. Maybe you're too bossy. Maybe you're cruel. Maybe you're arrogant. Whatever it is, I don't know, everybody finds something in themselves. But you have the power to change and grow from this experience. Now, this leads me to my last point, which is growth is a product of small habit changes for big results. Your journey for self-growth will not come overnight, nor weeks. Sometimes it comes within months and other times within years. But enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination. If you continue to fight for change, I assure you, you will achieve it. You may be thinking, well, when will I know that I've truly changed? Will my boyfriend or girlfriend, my friend tell me, wow, I see a change in you? If I'm being absolutely honest, that may be the case at times. But most likely, growth is most times invisible. It's not visible to others. But I will tell you this, your growth will be evident to you. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you will smile at yourself at how far you've come. That's called inner peace, because you don't need approval of others. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. This was Room for Growth. I hope that you guys found the points very valid and challenging, because I love to challenge people, because I love to challenge myself. And please, reach out. You can send me a direct message. You can comment. You can like, whatever. I don't know. But reach out if you need help with something. I'm here to guide. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to uplift. Thank you guys. Thank you, each and every one of you guys. More than anything, I want to take a little bit of time and say thank you to the people that comment on my videos, on my pictures that I post, whatever, on Instagram. It means so much to me, because it truly humbles me that there are people who listen to me, even though I am Juan Lozada, which means that I am absolutely nobody here on earth. But it humbles me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in yet another week. I love each and every one of you guys. Happy Easter. Today's actually Easter, so shout out to Jesus. You are the King. You are my God. You are my everything, man. You're the greatest in the game. I want you to know that, man. Thank you for all you did. And if you're celebrating, if you're not celebrating, it doesn't really matter. I love each and every one of you guys, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of, what you stand for, regardless of what you're going through. I love you, and I'm here to encourage you. Thank you guys again. I love you guys. Peace, everybody.